offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
Oh.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Looking to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. Knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. That one downfield for Dotson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They take over here following the interception.
Appreciate that.
That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 15-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes.
We're good. It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 38-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Thank you.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 49
I just mouthed the ball with one hand.
The Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that.
I caught that bit with one hand on him.
Off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances.
Good pick. He can't score. That little nigga can't score me. He can't score, y'all.
Play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 20.
Appreciate that.
Line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's
KC
go.
offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Mahomes going to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Attack!
They'll look to throw. And It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 48 yards. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Eagles 20, Chiefs 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their two touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 36 yards on the play.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
I had him.
Receiver, and he's brought down.
I had him there.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
Oh, I had him.
Incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 50 yards. And the Eagles have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Now Hurts is going to do it.
Damn. Why you do that?
So a sack on a 2-point try.
26, Chiefs 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yellow. Yep, there's a little lane. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Ooh, good catch.
In there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Thornton. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It leads to
Now a second and 10.
Easy.
One final try for Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I got to go watch the one-hand catch.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.